because I'm going upstairs. Okay. Had to grab my paper. Because it's a gang of shit, dude. They're targeting my son. I broke my phone. Okay, check it out, dude. So I broke my phone, right? I broke my fucking phone. And I said, okay, no problem. I'm going to throw the chip in my son's phone, right? Who's got the better phone anyway. And Moonrocks, what's up, brother? Thanks for coming in, my dude. What? Good to see you, man. Merry Christmas, bro. So check this out. Like, once I got my son's phone, right? He's on TikTok, YouTube, all the same shit. But I was able to see, like, damn, this motherfucker. Okay, he's on some more shit even than me. Okay, he'd be playing games. He'd be on the video games, right? Okay, so he'd be on the video games, and they be targeting him like a motherfucker, dude. Like, thank God, no sexual predators, you know. Uh, Given his track record and all the fucking content he watches, like South Park, and like they're always clowning fucking, Jeffy, clowning fucking chomos and like openly fucking, like talking shit about it. So he's already hip to it. Like when people are like, like the same shit like Cartman. Like he's like, because he's told me before, he's like, Dad, check it out. Look at this fucking chomo. I'd be like, just like fucking saying inappropriate shit to kids. So he's hip to that. So there's really like none of that. But there was a lot of, check it out. I'll just go through the list, dude. I had to write them down. That's how many there was. Account deposit, verify transaction, package delivery attempt, verify here. Okay, and they have like realistic fucking addresses too, like USPC and fucking WellsFargo.com or fucking EBT fucking type shit. Look, PayPal refund. Money deposited, click to verify, tax refund, account XXXX1, verify transaction, Zelle refund, Cash App refund, PayPal refund, right? Your Walmart order, your Amazon order went through. However, there's a lot of post office ones. I noticed this is the big scam. The post office, and it's only like asking for 1 or 2 or 3 cents. You know what I mean? Like that's the classic scam. We tried to deliver your package, but got sent back, and the service center was processing and shit. It came out to fucking, $79.36, all of which is covered except for the 3 cents. So, just give us your fucking account and we can just take that 3 cents, right? Like that'll fucking, you give them your account number, it's going to cost you everything. Right? It's like, bro, and then you're not even getting to like Zelle refund, click here to fucking verify, Cash App refund, tax refund. You know what I mean? You guys didn't claim your taxes, dude. Why? Like, you have like 4 or 5 refunds, dude, minimum, like coming to you. You'll get them all at once. Like, how do you think people are like doing it, dude? Affording all this fancy stuff. Like, they're getting the refund. You're not. So you got to click here to fucking verify. What's up, you guys? No, I'm not homeless, bro. I'm in my home right now. See? Got my Christmas tree. I'm in a 2-story home. But I'm not like I would be homeless if I didn't fucking hop the border every day. Facts, bro. So you're not wrong. Not that I can't afford it, but just all my money would go to it like you. Like what you do. You spend all your money and time, which is your most precious resource, to pay this rent. or to purchase this home, and then what, my dude? Anyway, I figured a way not to do that. Yeah, my shit goes all the way up there and all that and some mo shit. But anyway, and it's nice weather, right? You know what the three most important things about real estate? I bet you this homeless guy knows. It's location, 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 bro. And I'll show you the location. Anyways, Moonrock's still here? The locations for weather like this on fucking January. Well, not January 1st, but almost. Anyway, dude. That's how fucking... But you're not wrong about being fucking poor, because only a poor person would fucking go on a rant like that about, oh yeah, and like, oh, fucking show you how homeless I am, give you like a full tour of my most intimate fucking living space with cracked stucco and fucking mouse holes and shit. I think the mice are even complaining, dude. They fucking are coming out and like, what the fuck? That's it, bro? Like, that's it? That's all the whole fucking Christmas? Like some fucking mouse dad you are, motherfucker. What the fuck? You know it's bad when fucking Stuart Little comes out of the mouse hole and throws fucking shit in your face, like a few presents and a turkey dinner, cocksucker. That's what we're doing here? Okay. I could tell you where the money didn't go. It didn't go into my fucking teeth where it needs to go. You're not wrong about that, dude. But can we just get back to the list, dude, of fucking ways that they're preying on my child, dude, through the fucking... It's like great, bro, through the video games. This is how many... There's number 1, account deposit. 2, this is how many text messages. 2, verify transaction. 3, package delivery attempt. Just click here. You gotta fucking put in your passcode and fucking everything like that. Verify. You know what I mean? 5, PayPal refund. 6, money deposited. Click to verify. 7, tax refund. 8, account XXXX1, verify transaction. 9 through 12, Zelle refund, Cash App refund, PayPal refund. You want a tutorial in good camera work, dude, to intensify the fucking emotion? Then you do the fucking close-up shot, you know what I mean? 9 through 12, Zelle refund, Cash App refund, PayPal refund. The fuck, dude? Where's the refund on my mind, bro? Where's the refund that I would have got at fucking 6 years old if you would have said, when you grow up, bro, you're gonna be Jafar from fucking goddamn Aladdin, but not the cool one with the fucking jeweled staff and the magic tricks, you know, the old fucking crazy toothless one in the fucking desert, you know, by the goddamn cave of fucking death. Yeah, it's got all this shit in it. The treasures are fucking unlimited. Unlimited treasures. However, it's a itty bitty living space. No, that was the genie, but it's a fucking cave of death. Right? God damn, it's gonna come out in tiger form of the fucking sand and eat your ass. Yeah, that's where you'll be at, right? Why couldn't you're not gonna be cool, Jafar. You're not gonna be cool, Jafar. You're gonna be old fucking Jafar. That sucks. I would have been like, what? That sucks, dude. Here's the real question. Would you done any of the choices differently? Because I don't feel like any of the life choices I made had anything to do with the economy. I don't think like any of the fucking life choices I made had anything to do with like my fucking ex-wife being a fucking narcissist and mentally ill. Fuck, you know what I mean? With, right? Like actually though. I don't know. That's debatable. You know what I mean? That's like saying I'm mentally ill. Like what? Yeah, when it's convenient for you, okay, sure. But in reality, bro, there's no mental illness when you fucking like to throw up a fucking live stream or, you know what I mean? Even have a fucking maintain an account. Chandelier, I am. Oh, you know what? Is Moonrock still in here, dude? Fuck, Moonrocks. Hold on, brother. Let me here, dude. There you go. You're a mod now, Moonrocks. I hope you're still in here, bro. Um, Thank you, Matilda. How long have you been watching my channel? Are you just in here for the first time ever? Anyway, we did have a good Christmas. We had a Christmas, you know. It was a little stressful because I got fucking somebody tried to steal my truck, you know, a couple of days before Christmas, like a week, and I had a fucking oh my god, I had a customer call, which is really rare right a couple of days before Christmas. I was like, dang, like with a decent one, dude, to get it in, getting a decent one in right before Christmas is rare, dude. And this is a repeat customer. Shouts to Liz in Golden Hills, dude. If you ever see this, you're the shit, dude. Really appreciate your business and everything, man. That's the way you maintain that fucking tree and property there. It's good shit. Anyway, so I was lucky because I would have been really dead if not for that. But yeah, I ended up pulling Christmas out of my ass somehow. Like I wanted to have a lot of presents, man, you know, because like I saved the Lego boxes, right? Of course, right? Like, duh. I think you, especially if you have and the instructions, like, so you could pretty much have like you know complete Lego boxes. I mean sets, and the next person gets the whole fucking experience of whatever. Anyway, it's funny because like you're never gonna sell a Lego set, but anyway, that's why they're so valuable. Um, anyway, um, I brought all those boxes downstairs, empty boxes, and I'm like, look, I've been stacking Christmas presents, and just the look on his face, I was like, oh, that's it right there, dude. That's the look. That's what I'm going for. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? If I gotta have anything to do with kids, I want the reaction, my interaction with kids to be like happy, dude. You know what I mean? I would I would challenge any fucking predator to be able to say that. Okay, predators, you can't say that. You know what I mean? Like you're making kids have bad faces. That's not fucking cool. I'm the opposite. I want kids to have good faces. So I saw that and I'm like, that's it. That's what I'm going for. So I started to I started to fucking stack up Christmas presents, right? And then right, so that was good. And then I got a job. I got one in, which is rare, right before a couple of days before Christmas. So it was like I recouped all that I lost. Yeah, somebody tried to steal my truck, man, and they fucking thank God. It was God, man, because like he fucking the tool they were using was hardened spring steel, and the very tip broke off deep in the ignition assembly, right at the very in the very fucking back. And I know that because it wouldn't allow the key to fucking go in all the way. So, because I thought, oh, okay, somebody broke into the truck, no big deal. And then I'm like, I realized, oh shit, the fucking battery was gone and everything, and the fucking battery is gone, dude. I'm like, okay, no big deal. I'll just go buy a battery. Like, that's okay. That's only $200. Like, fuck it. I'm like, that's good, dude. And then I went and got the battery on the fucking dirt bike, which is a bitch, dude. That big ass truck battery is heavy as fuck, dude. It's huge too. And it was just like a fucking retarded. I took my son to school on the fucking dirt bike. I'm like, I'll just deal with this. Fuck it, let's go. And took him, came back like all happy fucking tard with the battery, like as if life is ever just that easy, right? And I'm like, I was thinking that too. And I fucking put the battery in, and then I put the key in, and all the fucking sounds and shit came on and everything, but I couldn't get it to fucking unlock the ignition. So anyway, that's when I realized what had happened. There was something down in there, wasn't letting the fucking key go in all the way, and I had to call a locksmith. You know what I mean? So that was another fucking couple hundo. Good luck calling a locksmith, by the way, just on the fly. Like, it's not like fucking buying tacos, dude, or you know what I mean, or fucking going to McDonald's. Like, you're gonna have to wait. There's like, you know what I mean. Plus, my this truck is out there on the fucking street or at the location. You're describing a location to somebody, and you're just like, you're thinking in your mind, like, yeah, right, dude. This person's gonna show up at fucking hours later. They're like, okay, well, we'll be there at like 1 o'clock, between 1 and 4, and it's like, all right. Anyway, dude, this is like just a fucking ramble. The guy came, everything was cool. The fucking they're like, it's gonna be this much. If you need a new ignition assembly, those are like at least 2 hundo, and fucking, you know what I mean. The service calls 2 hundo, and just all this shit, dude. And then it was like the guy, and then it's like, and the motherfucker's gonna show up. Like, yeah, right. You're just gonna find this fucking car at random out there, and the guy showed up, and fucking he charged me 2 hundo for the whole fucking situation. He got it in like 2 seconds, dude. He got it in 2 seconds. Oh, and of course, like, dude, it was one of those days where, like, after I had done all that and realized that I have to call a locksmith and all that shit, ha, ha, ha. Of course, a cell phone battery is like at 2%, and I'm just like, yeah, of course, dude. And so here's the why I started talking about all this, because when they tried to fucking steal the truck, whatever they did, fried all the fucking electrical shit on the dashboard, including the fucking charger, the cigarette lighter. So I had no way to charge the phone, and it was, of course, at fucking 2% on that day. And it was just like, oh my god, dude. It was a fucking true. It started out like, I'm gonna go get a battery. Not today, Satan. Not today, Satan. That's where I first fucked up. That's where I knew. Whenever you say that shit, dude, that's like saying, talking about the struggle. That's a big no-no too. That's like throwing the fucking curse of death on your life. To me, in my experience. And I'm not, and what I just said right there, I already forgot what I was talking about. But that was another example of the fucking, oh yeah, yeah, saying, not the way, Titan. And like, no, actually, bro, today's the fucking day. Today's the day, motherfucker. No, but you know what? Hey, you got just one step in front of the other. What's the most important thing, dude? That's what you ask yourself. And when it's like that type shit, like full on fucking war zone type shit, what's the most important thing, dude? So like your kids, right? My fucking son. Like I have more than one, but I have only one child that's like a minor in my custody. So to me, it's like boom. Okay, gotta go get him. And they're like, yeah, Mando, your fucking battery's dying. You have no way to fucking communicate or even fucking tell time. Like, you better head over to that school now, bro. Today's the day that your motherfucking motorcycle tires, the tires blow out based off of this type shit that's happening, dude. Type shit. Bro, you need to be headed that direction, bro, and be prepared to walk. You know what I mean? So that's what I did. And then all that shit didn't happen. I got there. I'm like, okay, I need to fucking pick up Alex. We're having a fucking family emergency. Boom. And then I go back. The technician came, charged me 200 for the whole thing when I was prepared to spend at least six. That's what they tell me on the phone just to get rolling again. Be prepared, bro. So grease up your fucking booty hole now, type shit. And I was like, oh man, bro, what? Yup. And then so it was like, oh man, okay. And just kidding, right? The fucking greasy butthole party fucking gets there and they're like, just kidding. It's only fucking 200. We were just fucking with you. Merry Christmas. I was like, yeah, boy. So fucking that was it. I was counting my blessings. I didn't give a fuck. And then as soon as like the presents, the only presents that were in the truck was my son wanted a bunch of football shit, right? He's like really getting into football. So I'm like, that's all like cheap shit, dude. Footballs are fucking cheap. Gloves are cheap. All that stuff, dude. Like what? I'm just coming out of Lego phase, motherfucker. Like going from Nerf phase, which is cheap. But they have a lot of off-brand knockoff shit too. It was like really cheap, cheap. The fucking best ones, the fully automatic, battery operated shit, like cheap, cheap, cheap. So like, and then I go into Legos, which is like, whoa, yeah, now you're really greasing your asshole now, motherfucker. And then now we're out of that. He's 13, so it's like I don't want no fucking toys. Fuck toys. Video games, okay, that's not that cheap, but it's cheaper than fucking Legos. You know what I mean? So football is like, whoa. Now we're going like into sports. That's like awesome, dude. Cause then, and then if I would have spent every damn penny on yeah, this is real shit, dude. On heavy weaponry, tech, or fucking gold and silver bullion, I would have been way better, dude, than just having like all these fucking toys. But anyway, yeah, that's what's up, Moon Rocks. The fucking ranch, bro. You deserve it, man. You've been here for fucking ever. Dude, I was actually scared of you, bro, for a second. That's not easy to do. Like, I appreciate like a good scare. I was like, oh shit, this crazy motherfucker's gonna kill me. This looks like one of those dudes like on Country for No Fucking Men type shit where yo motherfucker, this dude will show up at your fucking house, motherfucker, for real. On some Cape Fear type shit with the fucking waiting for the fucking lightning and shit night, the fucking hurricane night. Man, that's funny, dude. But then it was cool, man. It's cool, almost prophetic in a lot of ways. You know why it's like feels like we're prophetic to each other because we're all going through the same type shit. You just don't know it yet. You're too young. You haven't experienced death that much, or you know what I mean, or you're or disease in your own self, or failure in some kind of way of your own motherfucking body, or like you know what I mean, like just shit, dude. And so you see other people talking about it, going through it, and you don't think about it. But then they say something that's relatable, and you're like, okay. And then, boom, now here you are going through it. And I was like, whoa, type shit, right? Bro, can we look? I want to get back to this list, though, for real, dude. That motherfucking list, boy, of all the fucking ways that they're coming at my son, man, with the fucking it's crazy, dude. With the fucking cyber shit. They're all just scam artists. It's all scam. And then the bills are coming, right? This is the part of Christmas that they don't tell you about, kids. Okay? Where, especially for the bipolar community, right? What goes up must come down. So we love Christmas. We're having a good time. Then The party's over. The fucking turkey's gone. Right? The presents are fucking played with. Okay? Now the house is dirty. Like, okay, like I actually have to fucking, like, if we're gonna, like, eat again, which we have to do, we gotta, like, clean some of this shit up. You know what I mean? And then it's like, and then everybody's been eating and fucking sleeping. And dog, tryptophan turkey coma is real, dude. It's real. I saw it in fucking 10 cats and myself, and like, bro, it's fucking real. It's hilarious, dude. It's hilarious. Not as hilarious as great white sharks, though, right? When great white sharks have a feeding and they go into that fucking drug induced state of where they're just like their eyes are closed and they're just twirling missiles. Just missiles of great white sharks past the fucking whale carcass. So creepy, dude. And counterintuitive that you would not be all right, but that is like the safest probably situation. But think about the camera person, dude. Think about here's one to me. This is to me, right? This is coming from the guy that likes to have fucking hypodermic needles stuck into the roof of my mouth or in the fucking bottoms of my gums. And diving, dude, underwater dive of any kind, just in open ocean, like nothing, the chances of like encountering any other fucking life form are like, besides a protozoa and shit, are like zero to none. Even in that situation, at night, underwater scuba diving in general, but it's cool. But at night, dude, is like next level. I would rather just die, dude. I'd rather just have the fucking needle stuck in my roof of my mouth or my eyeballs. Like, that's not, to me, right? Mr. Oh, fucking shove that fucking safe word up your ass. You're like, okay. Huh, okay. Here you go. Fucking have fun, bitch tits. Like, oh, wait. No, like, no, tap, tap. Safe word, safe, tap. No, bro, diving at night, the guy that got that footage of that fucking of those great whites gorging themselves and having that effect, it's like we've come to know is like a real thing, dude, occurrence in nature. Go Google it if you don't believe it. Look when whale carcasses are out there, the large apex predators, okay, are attracted to it, and then ultimately the largest apex predator, being the great white out here in the Pacific, finds it, and they gorge themselves basically until the point of where they like lose consciousness and they're swimming in like this euphoric state where they're just going back and forth and just probably off the electricity of the other sharks. They're just staying in this fucking fray of, but they're not swimming. They're just floating somehow like missiles, man. Almost just coming up and down. It's the fucking weirdest thing. And they're like twirling and it's fucking creepy, dude. And the guy that was filming it, he discovered it because they went out to film the fucking whale carcass to begin with. And then they realized, oh, feeding frenzy footage. Oh my God. And then he realized like that they don't stop and then they get into this euphoric state, dude. And it's like a thing, dude. And then there's like thousands of them and that come and fucking, it's really weird. And they stayed there, obviously over days, but the motherfucker realized that they're not even conscious, dude. It's like being around the sleeping zombies. They're not even conscious. Which, I saw that movie, the sleeping zombie movie about where Las Vegas gets fucking some bioweapon zombie shit gets out and they quarantine Vegas. It's really funny, dude. I think it's Zack Snyder. But it was a lot of like social commentary. Like the president says, like the things that the presidents were saying, like were quoted, oh, they're going to nuke the area. And the president says, quote, because they'd be really cool. End quote. Like they're like that type of like kind of dumb popular figure president, not necessarily like the smartest person, but like, you know what I mean? Like type shit, dude, that we actually have going on. It was like really interesting, but it was corny because they assembled this fucking ragtag group of people, which of course included a chola, and a fucking who had like makeup and bamboo earrings. It was like, bitch, you're not gonna go into like, I hired you. I'm going to hire you to do this serious mission. It involves death and shooting and zombies and shit. I'm pretty sure if you're concerned about hoop earrings and makeup, you're not the one for the job. I mean, if you're asking fucking Don Joione over here, you're probably not the one for the job. But what do I fucking know? You know what I mean? What do I know? Fuck do I know? But it says a lot. Commentary. They lock the people in there and they have, Los Angeles people. This is deep, right? Because it's written, it's produced, it's thought of by like Los Angeles people. And it's about desert people. So it's like, it's fucking deep, dude. And apparently that's how Zack Snyder feels about, there's a class of people that exist and they're fucking subhuman, but they have almost not almost, they have superpowers, right? Like all fucking things that deal with harsh training and element. And they're probably bioengineered. Definitely like the military has like a fucking presence, but it's like an off, it's like a outside the fucking boundaries kind of presence, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they're they're getting you, dude. Through inhalates, through the fucking drugs, through the fucking water. And that's fucking deep shit, dude. That's fucking deep, crazy Illuminati type shit, dude. Like, what the fuck? They say, Dan, what's up, bro? They say all things are like reflective in the programming, in the fucking programming we watch, and all things are reflective. Oh, you want to see? Look, my son said, so Shauna, to answer your question still before I went on that big fucking rant, I ended up pulling Christmas out of my ass. I got all that football shit. I got three Lego sets, right? They weren't that big, but I'd like to actually. I don't know if you guys are into it, but it's good. It's good content. I actually need to make videos. Those are my biggest fucking hitters. The Yoda figure is really good. The face is really good, and the fucking anyway. Um, I forgot what I was saying again. We but now is the bipolar, what I call bipolar Christmas, or the rude awakening. The presents are open, the fucking bottles are popped. Now the fucking bills are coming in, which you knew was gonna happen. You haven't been working for a few days, so it's like that's it. And I just have to remember what's important, not to get fucking yeah, it's weird. It's weird that I don't think God's punishing anyone ever. I think he's like sharpening you up, dude. You know what I mean? Like you're being sharpened up for something, and nothing comes fucking easy, man. There's no like knife that gets sharpened, dude, without a lot of fucking work and a lot of grind, dude. And it's abrasive, right? And you know what I mean? Like no fucking structure gets built, dude, without a lot of fucking hard work and like really deep footings and foundations and it's the truth, right? Like nobody like fucking anytime you see shortcuts, the product doesn't fucking live up to the standard. I'll give you a great example. Ray Gunn. Ray Gunn, the breakdancer. That's a fucking it's a great name. Fucking great name. Yeah, and I mean you're definitely a breakdancer. Like you know, you're that's what you want to be. That's what you are. But it's like literally the worst example of a fucking fail, and it's not good, dude. I don't give a fuck. Like any success you have from it, like yeah, people do the, you know what I mean? Okay, which was it was Michael Jackson anyway that you ripped it off from, but okay, so that fucking like little goofy like hey, that's it. You see a real breakdancer, bro, that's fucking whipping their momentum like a helicopter from their back to their head. And then you're like, holy fuck, dude, like real kung fu shit, right? Could get it even fucking bouncing, dude, like that. Come on, man. Kung fu. So is a good example of like where people who don't do the work can like it's like make a really fucking shitty product, dude. And they're like, or you know what I mean? Or they're faking it. I forgot what the fuck we were talking about. Yeah, all is good, Philip. That's what we're talking about. It's all good, no matter what. No matter what. I did feel like for some reason I had to get off TikTok. I felt like anybody that's been rocking with me for a long time, you guys know I'm like very spiritually in tuned. That's the first thing that my mind goes to. If it's not the first thing, it's gonna be like realized, and I'm gonna like, okay, fucking make the changes that to get like centered with like what God wants me to do, dude. And I was really feeling that, dude. Get the fuck off TikTok because it was something going on there that sucks your time, dude. And you can't help it. I don't know if it's like a frequency that they're broadcasting. I don't know if it's just something simple, like what they claim about how the 7 second attention span, the human mind, and the fucking serotonin being released, and you know what I mean? Like type shit, which is true and valid, and all that's going on too. But what if there was something also going on, like a megahertz frequency that was being broadcast? And like other things, dude. Like how about if it's using AI through your camera to recognize impatience and attention wandering to fucking like suck you back in. Like it'll either change the channel or you know what I mean. Everybody's different. They know like oh, just show something shiny, and this person gets her attention. Or this person likes, you know, animals, right? You know what I mean? This guy likes fucking likes to see skin. You know what I mean? Like there's like all kinds of little nefarious things, dude. And 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 I know, and like yeah, I see like yeah, Facebook does it. Even YouTube has kind of tried to change the format a little bit, but it's not, dude, because I don't know. It's just different, dude. I don't know. It all has the same thing because you are addicted to it. It's the first thing you grab. It's how we start our routine. It's like it's a part of us, dude. We're cybernetically interfaced, whether you like it or not. And it's better a handheld device than an implant because we obviously see anybody that has a handheld device, they break fucking frequently, right? Or need to be upgraded frequently. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want no invasive surgery every time we got to redo that, motherfucker. Shit. Right? How many times you dropped your phone? How many times your ass been dropped, motherfucker? Period. Like shit. If I had to like get, I gotta replace my device every time I take a fall. That ain't gonna work good, dude. Not from no motherfucking professional climber, bro. Unless you find another way to climb trees, homie. That ain't gonna work good for me, bro. You know what I mean? So that's one of the constants in my life. You know, it's just like cat shit. You know what I'm saying? A broken device. Like this is a matter of time before that screen is baroque, hubby. Oh God, like you might as well bet on it, dog. For real. You don't know when the second coming. You don't know this. You don't know that. There's very many things that aren't certain in life. But motherfucker, I won't break the screen on my phone. Facts. In the near motherfucking future. But look at the floors. This is how all my floors, upstairs and down, even the fucking stairs, which are clean, by the way, bitch. There's no fucking regrets with me filming my shit. That's why I'm like, here comes the bipolar. Oh, we're coming back into life. The bills are coming in. Fuck, dude, toys are already starting to get broken. Like, damn, bruh. And then, like, okay, I got to get on the horse. I've learned to put my Christmas shit away on January 1st. That's a great fucking routine. But before then, see, now I got to go get a device. I'm going to track down a device. This and that. Okay. Everything's a scam, too. Doesn't it get exhausting? Like it is. There's no such thing as just a price in America. There's like a price if you buy it online. Oh, if you come to the store, it's another price. You go to fucking goddamn Walmart, tell me if I'm lying about this. There's fucking 6 fucking prices on the thing for the what the fuck is that shit? What is that shit, bro? What? That just shows you right there how manipulative and full of shit the little system that they actually didn't have. That's why it's like that, because it's like all these companies that are scrambling to like scrambling to what, bro? The Federal Communications Commission, the FCC. You tell me Elon Musk ain't put there on purpose, bro, and fucking you just allowed to fucking provide internet for everybody and the Federal Communications Commission ain't in on it? Yeah, I don't think so. Okay? Everything is a fucking bro. If I have a full head of hair, there's no dye here, dude. First of all, yeah, and this was all grown in the last fucking 2 years. At 85, that's good, bro. I'm into it, homie. What I'm like most grateful for is the beard. I'm like, because what I said about Christmas, and I really like to fucking get the presents, dude, for my son, like for any kids, right? And like, I let my beard. I'm like, dude, your beard's white, bro. You could fucking, if you let that grow out like a few months before Christmas, you could have a big old white beard and be the real Santa. And I always thought in paintings and movies that the Santa with the salt and pepper hair or beard, was cool. You're like, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he doesn't have to be all white. There'll be a little bit of brown still in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Or like if it's like a montage of Santa thinking, where he's like, and it's like goes into the like he's remembering when he was like a teenager or a fucking young man, and like yeah, his beard's white but his hair is black. This was when I was just a young lad of 230. It's vampirism, bro. And I'm like, it's early, okay? And I'm like, and I'm trying, yes, the winter sun is a bit of an advantage. However, it's still the sun. and I'm trying to do two things at once. So keeping my shape shifting on a youthful appearance, it's just not like, you know what I mean? So just stop. I don't even know who Frank Grillo is, bro. You know what I mean? Who the fuck is that, bro? Who the fuck is that, bro? And here's the question, dude. Here's the real question I have, bro. Do you guys think that if Sergio Mangione can afford a good lawyer, do you think Sergio Mangione could afford like a top-notch back surgery? Or maybe not. Maybe not. Like you're if you're a young man, you have a wealthy family, but you don't have access. You're like, I need $315,000 for back surgery. I'm like, what? Get the fuck out of here, dude. I need another 300,000 because I need to fly to fucking Dubai to do it. Like, you know, get the fuck out of here. Or Switzerland, right? Or I wouldn't let any German doctors fuck with me. I'm just saying, like, they're probably top notch, bro. But just, you know what I mean? Like, isn't that funny? Just thinking like of like fucking Nazi experimental doctors. And you're like, yeah, well, all the drugs you're on, all the fucking pharmaceuticals you take, all the legal fucking legitimate shit is all from them and their companies. So yuck it up, bitch tits. All right, true word. Okay, word to that, dude. Thank you, Donaldo. So, actually, I don't care. Because here's the thing that doesn't add up for me, dude. The whole purpose of a 3D printed gun is that you have something. When all guns are manufactured, they have a serial number, right? When they're fired into something, there's a ballistic, okay? Okay, that only matches with that gun like a fingerprint. So the whole purpose of a gun that you would be able to print out off of a printer based on a program that you got, like, you know what I mean? It's not downloaded, traceable. Maybe you got it on a hard drive and you fucking, right? And you put that in, print out this weapon. You can use that weapon. First of all, it's pennies on the dollar. You're going to go and yeah, I know money's no object and everything like that, but still, man, guns are, and if you want to do something, you're going to do it. You're going to be like, I don't care if it's $1,700 for a fucking a Taurus 357 or a, you know what I'm saying? Or like, or whatever, dude. You know, or I want a fucking Kimber. I want something small, like a Kimber fucking 380 or something. You know what I mean? Or a 45. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like a little four. I want a fucking Derringer still in the game, believe it or not. They make a titty ass little two shooter that you could, I think is 45. The big one. And that's a fucking, that'll put you on your ass to say the least. You know what I mean? But anyway, but those motherfuckers are expensive as shit, dude. Expensive, dude. And there can be tracked. So why would you not, you have something you print out for pennies on the dollar, and then it's not a work of art or a fucking family heirloom or a fucking piece of history that you have to throw in the fucking trash now or in the ocean. You understand? it's a printed gun. The whole fucking purpose of it is disposal. The fact that you would carry that around on you is weird. It's weird, dude. And manifesto, what? I was like, bro, would we all agree? Would we all agree that I might know something, dude? You might have an inkling into crazy, right? I'm not making any claims, but I'm saying just based on everybody I've heard talk about me or describe me my whole life, I would say, arguably, you know something about being fucking crazy, dude. And the first fucking part of that is that there's no days off. Okay, but that's beside the fact. The real part of that is, uh, oh, I forgot what the fuck I was saying. Hold on, give me a second here. The real part of what I was saying about being crazy is that, oh yeah, I've never written a manifesto. As batshit crazy as I am, every fucking grievance and every motherfucker, dude, that's ever fucking done anything, I've never even thought about writing a fucking manifesto. Who the fuck writes a manifesto? What the fuck? It's funny though how they give it an Italian name or a Latin name, anything they want to sound bad. You know what I mean? Marijuana, right? Manifesto, vendetta. Like, it's fucking hilarious, dude. But anyway, I mean, who the fuck writes a manifesto, bro? Are you fucking 17, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like, the guy, he looks like he could be. You could be. You know, manifestos like school shooter type shit, like little kid shit. It's weird. I don't know. Okay, people he idolized had a manifesto, like Ted Kaczynski, right? Okay, I guess it's something. What? Okay, it's something that fucking, I guess, people in the academic community would do, right? Published authors, etc. Okay, a manifesto. But like, bro, you're carrying around the murder weapon and the manifesto while you're the hottest fucking shit in the fucking city on the planet right now. It's weird. It doesn't make sense. If you didn't want to destroy it or get rid of it, you would have stashed it like every person does. Every fucking crazy person out there that's hell bent on destruction would ever even think about writing a manifesto or any of that type shit has a stash spot, dude. Hello, or a fucking trap somewhere. Like, you know what I mean? Where's your fucking shit, dude? At the trap. Like, where? How far do we go? Oh, just around the corner, bro. It's, you know what I mean? Even in Scarface, we were watching that the other night. Even then, in both of those motherfuckers. Like, where's the shit? It's around. Where's the money? It's around. Like, do you want me to go outside and knock on the door and we try this again? Or are we like, everybody has a fucking stash spot, bro? And you're not, you're walking around like, maybe now some of you are like, yeah, bro, if you're a rich kid, first of all, if everything's been done for you and all you have to do is like just go to school and like, then yes, going to another country and getting fucking back surgery probably is outside of your scope of like, you're just, I do what they tell me type shit. They say go to this hospital or go there or this is that, what, go, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. But I would think that nowadays at the information age, and you would have to learn something about something just by being the number one in your class. And many people have come before you of all walks of life that you're going to be at least exposed to in art, literature, popular culture. Like, I don't know. You were exposed to Ted Kaczynski, but not to having a stash spot? Like, what? Like, Ted Kaczynski literally lived in a stash spot. And that's why they couldn't catch him for so long. And like, okay, I get it. Okay, so see, but then say like Ted Kaczynski was a fucking monarch guy, just like this kid had involvement. And it's like, okay, well, of course, dude. So that sucks. But you still, in my experience, they don't just pick people out of a hat to do fucked up shit. Like you were doing something that deviated from your fucking programming, or you were trying to go. Maybe he's a bad seed type shit, dude, a rotten apple, as they say, where you're like, you have all this potential, but you're like, I'm gonna go rogue and fucking show you. Like Charlie, bro, like your boy Charlie, right? They made an example out of him, just like they're doing to you. I see a lot of parallels between this dude and Charles Manson. A lot of parallels because the perp walk, the fucking attention, all, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just saying, bro. It's like he doesn't seem like he's in pain. I've been in jail before with people that are in pain, okay? And I'm talking about not just like for a day or two, like for weeks. And you see when they have to move from a cell to somewhere else, or they're doing this or that, like they have a lot of fucking hard time moving, dude. And there's a lot of that motherfucker went on a goddamn quarter-mile perp walk where he's like giving looks, doing the Zoolander shit. See, there goes your guys, the troll's Christmas present. That's it, bro. That whole Mario Luigi thing. Yeah, I'm just saying, is it a coincidence? I don't think so. No. I guess in a way you could fucking draw conspiracies about everything, you know, especially when you make pop culture references. That's why they say, my advice to the kids, if you're trying to brand something, use pop culture references in the name, because then it'll always have like a reference, right? Or it'll like, oh, it'll make something relatable. Like the other day, just the other day. That's the whole I was like, dude, the fuck, mistletoe's a great one because anything Christmas is a hitter because you know you're gonna get 2 or 3 months a year dedicated, boom, 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 where you're just gonna be fucking hit, right? And so, boom, you're gonna have an automatic association with all these things. That's why you see it a lot in a lot of these fake rappers. That's what we're talking about. The product not living up like to the expectations when you don't do the work, like Ray Gun type shit. You know what I mean? You cheated to get there, but it's obvious you don't belong there because you haven't done the work. Well, the same thing. The same thing for like a lot of these fabricated rappers and stuff, where they just want to get something out there that's popular to the kids, fodder for the mass consumption appetite that allows them, it's the medium that they can deliver these megahertz, these signals, or these bombardment of images, which is like, that is a real basic form of mind control. That's facts. We know that. There's probably something more nefarious going on. It was definitely keeping me locked in. And here's the thing, dude, about getting back to TikTok, is that like, yeah, it advances you quick because it gives everybody their cup of tea, and your chances of having people unsubscribe are very low, and you build subscribers very quick. But the reason is because they can put you with your interests. The AI is built to recognize patterns that point out your interests so that it can feed you the things that you're interested on and keep your attention. And that's what it was doing. But if you try to use it for business, like I was like, okay, well, it's getting me a lot of attention, dude. So because it'll put you, it just by your tracking in your phone, it's going to put you, anybody that's on TikTok that crosses your path or is in your general vicinity, it's going to send them your content first before it sends it to like other people, because there's so much content, you know, and there's like, and it's that fucking sophisticated, dude. And so it was cool because I was being recognized in my area, but it wasn't cool because like what I do for a living and stuff, it's not what I was portraying on the fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like on the thing, we're trying to do like, oh, all kinds of fucking like stupid shit, dude. Like a lot of like Cheech and Chong type shit. Like that's basically what it was. Was like stoner fucking jokes, and that didn't sit good with some people. And right when the political stuff was going on, there's a lot of people that will just make assumptions, dude, one way or the other, and use that as a reason to not like you, you know? Whereas before, like, we fucked with you. Dude, I have so many customers that I've never even met. Like, they found me because either word of mouth or the internet or fucking flyers, right? Facts, bro. I've got a lot of people that I've been maintaining their shit and working for them for years and I've never met. And that's a common thing actually between me and a lot of people. Like sometimes we will meet and they'll be like, oh, that's funny, we finally meet. And that's right. So there's a lot of people don't know me or my personal life or any of that shit through a hole in the wall. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, this guy's like on some Cheech and Chong shit. And like, you know what I mean? These people over here are like hardcore devout Catholics. They're not with it, dude, at all. Right? These other people over here are like, yeah, like for real, dude, like some Baptist people or whatever, like, right? There's other people over here that are like artists, a lot of LBGTQ people, a lot, dude. That was like 50% of my shit. It was sending me to like, and I'm not saying like God bless them. I embraced it. Okay. Hey, I'm not a false advertiser. I'm gonna be the first one to let you know. You know what I'm saying? Like El Joe Mizzo, not gay. Plus, it's in my material. It's part of my material as being like that fucking straight guy that everybody swears is gay. Like, you know? So yeah, it was a huge part. And God bless him, dude. But it doesn't sit good with some people. Or, and even in that community. Some people in that community, dude, are fucking horrified. You know? Believe it or not, dude. There's like all types of the fucking people. And, you know, in health, conscious people, politically minded people, um, spiritual and religious people. Like, there's so many people are like, that's why clothing retail is so difficult. That's why fucking food retail is so difficult because people vary so widely and tastes vary. You cannot pin it down, dude. The best thing you could hope for is to hit a demograph or a sliver of something that applies to a small group of people and they embrace that shit, dude. That's the best you can hope for. If you try to appeal to the masses and all that, it never fucking works. It never works. So anyway, I just realized that it was actually taking away from me. And that if this was a Chinese psyop, it was doing a fucking great job. Because here's an American person that felt that this thing was doing something for them and they were engaging in it and spending all their time on it. So that's time that they're not spending doing stuff that they should be doing to advance their community and their self. But, and they're your enemy, your political enemy, right? Your economic enemy. And at the same time, it's doing psychological damage and physical damage because it's either like weakening your cells or that blue light shit that they talk about, like casinos and all that, or it's like I have definitely 100%, dude, incurred some vision impairment from looking at fucking cell phone screens, dude. And I saw it. I fucking saw it the second that it happened, dude. It was early in the morning. I've heard this story from a million people say the same thing, too. Early in the morning, you grab the fucking screen and your eyes literally, they were fucking perfect. And as soon as you looked at the thing, they broke. Crack! And you go, what? I can't see. And you had to get goddamn glasses and shit. And it's getting significantly worse. What if there was another one? Dude, there's so many things. Just by putting out a frequency that would make your mouth fucking dry when you're sleeping would fuck you up in ways you could never imagine. Because you're meant to salivate. It's a preservative for your teeth. And that's why when people are on drugs that make your mouth dry, it fucking damages your teeth, dude. So if you did a psyop like that, think of how fucked up you were, dude, on your worst tooth day. Think about a tooth pain you've had just once. Now imagine if the whole army of fucking fighting soldiers had excruciating tooth problems. Think about that for a second. Dental shit is absolutely could fucking stall an army, dude. Could destroy them. That's some crazy shit, dude. Some crazy psyop shit. And you know what's scarier than that? It was in that goddamn Obama movie, that predictive programming movie, The Day After Tomorrow. So that's like, what the fuck, dude? So besides just that, and now if you destroyed their business and their commerce by where we're from, everything is a secret. You know what I mean? Like that is how it is, dude. That's why they killed Bruce Lee because they didn't. He fucking gave their biggest secret, kung fu, up to the world. That's some deep, heavy shit, dude. Like you're going into some shit way beyond our fucking understanding. Like if there's European Illuminati and shit that control the fucking world, then there is definitely some goddamn Asian Illuminati, bro. Type shit, dog. The red dragon, motherfucker. I know it. It's all a bunch of red shit, red walls. Everything's nice and gold and fucking smart motherfuckers, bro. Those are the smartest people on the planet. I think that's the first human beings, actually. I think. I'm pretty sure, dude. That was the first human beings. They're the only people on the planet that don't have any fucking Cro-Magnon DNA at all, dude. That's fucking facts. They're the first humans, dude. They're way fucking, um, well, I shouldn't say way more, but they are more sophisticated than us, dude, for sure. I think a lot of the indigenous community shares that same quality, but I'm not sure about that, dude. You have to fucking check because I'm pretty sure they carry a lot of fucking Cro-Magnon DNA also, just like Europeans, or we wouldn't fucking pass as each other ever, dude. What do I know, dude? What do me and Iron Eyes Cody don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we know the same amount of jack shit that you and your fucking priests know. Which is really nothing, dude, at the end of the day. But they knew something about having your fucking about having your nose hairs light up in the camera. See, that's what you get for trying to use holy things. Damn, dude. If people can fart on stream, you know what it was? It was a white nose hair. My nose hairs are turning white like my beard. Anyway, people keep coming in and out of here. What the fuck? You know what it is? It's time to take a rip. It's time for a hippie speedball, which is caffeine and THC. Hey, let me ask you a question, you guys. First of all, shouts to our servicemen and women and to our FBI agency, dude. Whoever the fuck runs Google, shouts to you, dude. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year for real. Uh, I gotta tell you guys, our government's all right, dude. They're good people, dude. At the end of the day, they're good people, man. And now they're as good as you fucking deserve. And now that you have a fucking 24-hour surveillance device in your fucking midst, you need to remember that shit, dude. Because everybody is going to be held to account, dude. And there are procedures being put in place right now for emergencies. And you will be categorized with other people, dude, like yourself. So if you want to end up out at fucking Slab City type shit, then you just keep fucking going. If you want to fucking be a better person and you want a fucking higher quality of life, like I showed you, motherfucker, you've seen me crawl out of the desert with nothing. Somebody that lost everything, including their mind, went the fuck out, right, by programming, past all the fucking hoops and jumps and hospital rather quickly. If you just go off of documented YouTube shit, everybody that fucking goes, it seems to be gets stuck for quite a while, and it's not like a good outcome by theirself. Yeah, I was carrying two people and 10 fucking animals, all of which I still have, all of which, dude. Okay, that bitch is out there somewhere, whatever the fuck. It's not my responsibility no more, but when it was my responsibility, you safe and good. You go into the depths of hell and be all right, and know you're gonna be all right, dude. You're gonna be safe as long as you do what this motherfucker say, even when it seems counterintuitive. Anyway, it's all there. It's not hard to fucking find the shit. If I can go back and recount the life of a fucking old grizzled warlock wandering through the desert with a fucking donkey, right? And watch and see the exact moment that he passed off the torch to a one-legged fucking she. Damn, that went all the way to Alaska and back, like just before breakfast, it seems. Like, oh shit, it's probably like 97% Cro-Magnon DNA. Like, damn, okay. That's crazy. Then you can go back and find the footage of me and my story. And dude, so yeah, you find a way and like you stick to that way and Google will help you, dude. It hears you, it's listening to you. The people that run this shit have programmed it, didn't program itself. And as long as you're like doing the right things, dude, it's gonna fucking work to your advantage. But if you stray outside the lines or you start going back to your old bad ways, bad behaviors, you have all the access of the world and you don't even have of knowledge and you don't even have to think about it. They're sending it to you and you know it, dude. You look in your feed, you know it. And you're responsible to do the work. Yeah, you can watch those fucking kung fu videos, how to tutorials, But you have to go through the motions and you have to correct your form and you have to look at yourself in the mirror and fucking correct your form and you have to do it over and over. You got to do the work. You can learn how to spin a kunai or a fucking bow staff or tonfas or side blades or fucking the best comicicles, right? But you have to do the work. And so if you do the work, there is no going back. Like, what go back, dude? The go back is when you're fucking like, I don't know, whatever. It's different for everybody. I'm just saying, whatever. But whatever your shit, dude, it does start with getting up and taking that first step. I will say that when all the truck was fucking destroyed and I did the battery and then all the fucking everything I had, it was like you got to take one step in front of the other, bro. Like AutoZone is that way, like boop, and you know what I mean. And that's it, dude. And it does say that in the Bible. If you just keep God in your mind, dude, He'll direct your path. That's it, dude. So anyway, right, or else you're going to end up categorized and embedded with people like that, dude. And it's not going to end well for you. Or I mean, I guess it does. It ends well. You take your fucking licks and do the work one way or another. Either slowly over a long period of time, which is the way I prefer, or fucking hardcore all at once, which is like not dissimilar to the situation Luigi fucking fuckerangino, whatever the fuck his name is, Mangione fucking situation, or Charles Manson, or fuck. I think they're paid actors, dude. Because there's no way, like, bro, you're not crazier than me, motherfucker. And I've never written a manifesto. What the fuck is that, dog? You know what I'm saying? Like Ted Kaczynski did that because he's like one of those Harvard motherfuckers. That's their world. That's what they do. You write papers, you read papers, you publish papers, you fucking peer-reviewed papers, papers. The fuck, dude? So that's what the fuck? Like, what? Manifesto, bro? I don't know. It's weird. It's just weird. I think, like Charles Manson, they needed somebody to hate. They needed somebody to put the finger on. So they put somebody there, a paid actor, and they put him on trial and they book him into county jail and all that. But man, just like the sheriff, he goes into county jail every day. You don't see him come in or out, but he there, and they make a career out of it. And fucking, you don't know that Charles, as far as you know, Charles Manson could be clocking out at the end of the day with all the sheriffs. Hey, good day, Bob. Hey, all right, Jim. See you later. Go say hi to the fucking wife and kids for me. All right, will do, Charlie. See you tomorrow. Right? You don't know. And that guy just like the sheriff, just spends his workday in there. That's his job. That's what they say. Like, I've seen footage, dude, of Tupac, young age, and on some like, yes, on some incredibly fruity shit, and on some like where like him and his mom were positioned perfectly for that program and to be used by the fucking. I think they proved that they used his mother to infiltrate the Black Panther, the FBI. So they use people all the time. That every actor you see, every fucking musician you see, and if somebody breaks through or makes it or gets a lot of attention because of natural talent that they have and popularity, they'll get to you, dude. They'll get to you and they'll initiate you by doing horrific shit to people that you love. How many of you guys can say, bro, you don't know, every one of those celebrities has lost somebody close to them. And it's always like a counterpart. It's fucking crazy, dude. And it makes sense, like what they say, how they have to sacrifice somebody close to them to get to the next level. Like I know one person that lost their son. or two over a whole lifetime. That's a whole lifetime. How many people do I know? Thousands of people. And you're telling me every one of these motherfuckers has had like somebody extremely close to them be taken away, and it's like not by natural causes, like by murder and fucking death. That's your first sign right there. And you can look and every single one of them have that fucking mark. And if they don't, if they never really made it that high, then they haven't gone. Think about it, dude. Think about it. Like just Mario Lopez as an example. That's somebody that because of like actual like the way they look and the talent they have and their tenacity and popularity contest, right? Which is like that's the most important thing. You got to this spot and you maintain this spot, but you by all accounts you should have went into the motion pictures and blah blah blah. And the other people did. A couple of them did, dude. And they all have like horrific fucking stories, dude, of shit that like what the fuck? And he don't have no story like that. And yet you just kind of maintain it, like you know what I mean, like probably because they never fucking I could think of a few people like that, but they probably try to get at you and keep you as a low level. Oh man, I went down a rabbit hole and then fucking dude, there's some rabbit holes. I went down a rabbit hole. Two fascinating people. uh oh, there's so many, man, but they're all put there, dude. They're all put there on purpose. Yep. So topic change. Donald Trump, are you still in here? I want to make sure that this year is a year of, first of all, I'm like, what am I doing? You know what I mean? Like TikTok was taking away from me, actually, because it's alienating some of my fucking customers, right? Everybody find a reason to be offended nowadays or a reason to be upset because there's a lot of stress and it feels good to be angry, right? So you're like, you're alienating people in one way or another that weren't even interested, looking, or questioning anything about you. Now all of a sudden it's attention on you and it's not positive attention, right? So it's like, and then a lot of the fucking people have been negatively impacted by either the pot shop on every corner springing up and people throwing wrappers on the floor and just the traffic in and out and everything, right? And it's an older generation that owns these properties, 9 out of 10 times, a boomer generation that ain't even with the pot, and they're just completely off put by it, right? So there was like now you've been trimming their trees for years, and now they find out because of your Cheech and Chong fucking channel that like I thought Joseph was a nice guy. Now he's like one of those people. Like, oh, fuck out of here, dude. Let's find somebody else. You know what I mean? And so it just wasn't helping me. And I found that when I said, okay, well, I'm going to make this about a giant 24-hour tree trimming commercial then, dude. And since like people are interested in like big climbs and gnarly shit, I started doing it. And it was like great footage. Well, they would tag it, dangerous acts or professional act that require and when you look it up, you're like professional act. What is it? It says like it's a fucking term or a deed defined as needing a special licensing and or permits and all this shit, and you can actually send them. I think I'm like pretty sure digitally the proof like my business license and all this shit, dude, and they fucking verify it and they'll let you. And I know because I seen a couple people. Wow. And they were like filming, dude, of their fucking channel was them filming and documenting taking down these big trees and like all the and climbing stuff. I was like, oh shit. Dude, just like a knot tying video or like a how to. I don't know. It was crazy, dude. It like it wouldn't get any fucking traction or they wouldn't let me do it. I'd always have to like send a piece of paper or, take pictures of my fucking like license number and stuff. And it was just like weird. And I know that it wasn't just me because like the people that were on there for a while, they stopped doing it or they were fucking, it disappeared. And because it's not doing what it was designed to do, which was actually destroy its adversaries' businesses or reputations, like their population. That's what they're trying to do. It's a psyop. It's a tool. It might not have been started out that way, but nothing is by accident, dude. And I think they were hoping to get it in the house of every little girl, right? Just through dancing at, and it exploded in a way they could have never hoped for. But and that's why America's like, no, you gotta fucking let us have it or you can't do it over here, which is better because they probably don't want their fucking businesses. They don't. Google doesn't, or it wouldn't fucking give my number out, or fucking like, you know what I mean? Help me the way it does so tremendously. Like on that respect, I definitely want you to sell it and fucking America to have it because it works good, but at what cost? Our most precious thing is time. And it's like, do you want to spend your like, yeah, on that day when the fucking truck and all the Christmas presents and the battery's gone and all the fucking, you know what I mean? It's on blocks, four fucking tires. Like, yeah, dude, on that day, I guess you could, it's a useful device to detach from reality, but it's like, bro, I don't think you were like put on this planet to fucking detach from reality. I think you were put on this planet to engage with it. And there's like a lot of things that are going on. Think of how you're advancing life just by having kids, or even if you never had kids, but you've done something to take care of a kid, or to like, you know what I mean? Like people that take care of kids, where it's because of all of our hands, dude, on the plow that we're able to push humanity forward, dude. And that's fucking facts. And in like in nature too, like nature allowed you the fucking evolution embraced your idea of plant and animal husbandry and propagation. You know what I mean? Because it's just like the way that a fucking a squirrel, the way nature uses a squirrel to propagate oak trees by collecting and bearing acorns. That it happens in nature no other fucking way. So like all those type shits, like the relationship that you have with a dog, dude. If you've ever raised a dog or taken care of a dog, just by petting a dog and giving it you're advancing, you're programming their fucking mind and the synaptic pathway to fucking bond humans and dogs closer, which benefits us both, dude. And it's an important thing. Same thing with cats and chickens. Like a lot of shit, dude, actually. Like you're really getting like a lot of shit. Then you get into like fancy shit, but it's not fancy. Like you'd be like, oh, beta fish. It sits on the shelf and it's like a fucking painting or like a people made them. There's no reason for the frilly tails and the big colors in nature, and that's true. But like the nutrients, the plant nutrients that you get from beta fish wastewater is like it's ridiculous, bro. It's so high in phosphorus, which is what creates flowers. So when you give them plants a lot of phosphorus, dude, you see like you dump your beta fish wastewater in your garden, you're gonna notice that that area, all the there's like way more flowers than normal. So high in nitrogen too, so it makes them grow. But anyway, you're that's just one thing. Just by existing on this planet, it's something you would never think has any meaning at all, dude. Like keeping a fish in a fucking cup, but just by doing that, you advance the fish's genetics because we like picked ones with certain characteristics to interbreed. That's how you have like new species that don't exist in nature, like the elephant ear or the fringe-tailed. But you're like you're you know what I'm saying? Like chickens, bro. If you get into like just the chicken genetics, it's like dude, people have PhDs in fucking chicken breeding genetics. So anyway, it's like that's like one of like many things that just foster from your existence in this phenomenon called life, let alone all the actual physical things that we like say and fucking do to each other. Like, whoa, whoa. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. And that at my core, I just want to be the guy that's coming downstairs on Christmas with a whole bunch, so many fucking presents that you're like, face is like, ah, yeah, well, that's good. Maybe there's like some, oh, thanks, Violet. A few weeks ago, somebody died in a SoCal. That sucks. It happens a lot, dude. You know what? I see a lot of fucking ugly shit out there. It's mainly palm trees, man. If they have like a lot of dead fronds on them, that shit gets heavy and it's barely hanging up by a thread. And people that don't know better get into it. And shame on the business owners, dude, that send people out to do that dangerous shit, knowing all the stuff that could go wrong. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how people do it. It's mind blowing to me. I would think like you'd have 20 people suing you for sure. I'm like I'm the only fucking person. I can't have an employee because I couldn't trust anybody to do it. Not in a million years. I couldn't sit. If I was out there and I was the ground guy, I've had people do it, dude, before, and I fucking that were younger and just as good, if not better, and fucking either asked me for work or fucking like I needed help, and it's rare. But if somebody comes out and help me, I can't leave them. I'm like, I'm your guy and I'm the rope man, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck? How, when I look back on coming up in the tree industry and how a lot of the fucking business owners, all of them mostly, hand out work orders and send the guys out. Well, okay, I guess you have supervisors that watch people like a hawk, but this makes me cringe, dude, because there's a company owner, everybody would know in the tree business, but I'm not going to name drop. He's passed away now, but he told me, you know, the scary thing is about tree trimming is that there's so many things that can go wrong. And he's right. Just in the equipment alone, dude. And then the human being aspect of it. You're not even getting into like physics and weights and measures and nature and fucking weather. So I've seen some crazy shit. Dude, one time, I'll never forget this. Shouts to Nick and Victor. Windy day. Wasn't really wet, but this was the A team. Okay, it was the A team. It was a bucket truck with an operator, one climber, towing a chipper with a box bed to chip into, and one guy on the ground. That was me. So these were the two best, like the best boom operator for sure in the company, and the one of the best climbers. Okay, so they're like fucking. That's why we were sent out here, dude. To do this shit. The weather's fucking rough. It's like this is the A team, dude. Okay, so they go up, and we start taking this tree down, and everything's cool. We're roping big pieces off. We had a shackle and a pulley, right? That the rope was the lowing line was going through, and every big piece that we cut would hang from that, and then I would lower it down to myself, right? Like you give yourself enough slack to grab the piece, and then you lower it as you're pulling it, and it goes right out to the curb. This was a sidewalk tree, huge eucalyptus tree, okay, that grew up in La Jolla, in between the sidewalk and the building. So anyway, so we pull the boom truck right up to it, but we're using the boom as a fucking and put a climber in the tree, and you're using the boom as a crane, or anyway, or right, or to get the tree down low enough for the boom, and then he works on the fucking right. It might not have been a removal. I think it was a top job. Okay, we're topping dangerously tall, lanky trees. So anyway, so everything's cool. It's going like that. He ties off a piece. He makes his pie cut. He tightened the rope. Starts to make his back cut. Piece falls over. Boom! I got it on the rope. It stops moving. I lower it down to myself. Or sometimes on the swing, when it was coming out over the sidewalk over the chipper, I'd let the rope go, and boom, it would land. Hopefully, most of the time close to the chipper. Anyway, so or there was a fucking chipper truck coming later. I don't remember, but that was my only job. Was I was because I don't remember doing any chipping, but I remember I was lowering the limbs, getting him out of there, untying it, and getting the rope back up to the fucking climber. Okay, that might have been another function for the boom truck, was to carry the rope to the climber instead of him having to pull 300 pounds of fucking rope weight every time. So everything's going cool. That's how we were doing it. We got a big piece fucking loaded off, pie cut, done. He's starting his back cut. The motherfucking limb is going the way it's supposed to be going, and it was. And I swear to God, I saw a gust of wind, all three of us. Because when this is happening, you're watching, dude. There's a lot to risk underneath here. That's why the A team was on it. So every cut, you're watching to make sure the rope's holding, the shackle's holding, you know, is this guy going to let it go at the right time? Like everybody's watching, you know what I mean? Like we don't want to have to work extra, so make sure that this ground guy Joe is letting him get out to the fucking chipper, or not just letting him go and creating a shit pile underneath. Like everything was being fucking watched, right? So we all saw this wind come up below the limb that was going the right direction, back up to where we were like, no way. And then it was like teetering, and then it went, dude, and it fell back. And the rope, thank God, the rope went across the trunk and through another, and that piece through another crotch. So the piece actually held like a hangman, where all that weight was probably, it was like probably 800 to 1,400 pounds, all that, like 800 to 1,400 pounds at least, that one big limb, right? It hangs up and then snap. It got the rope taut and then snapped. And I was going to let it go. And I think I remember Nick saying, let it go, let it go, let it go. And I think I remember letting it go because we didn't want that line to tighten up, because it was going over Victor's head, because the whole rigging system is like here at like waist level or below waist level, where you can like a climber can see it and manage it. Like you can only work as far as you could reach. So you're undoing knots, tying knots, and doing stuff like that. And all of a sudden the wind had blown it back and it had blown over. So we knew that that rope and that limb and all that shit went up over his body and behind him, which for a climber, that's like the worst. You want to keep all the rigging and all the stuff below you, dude. You don't want to be in the way of any of that shit. And so, and and when we were watching that, right, and looking at Victor and saw that rope going over his head, we saw when it caught, because we're also watching that, right, to make sure it doesn't smash a fucking car or a window or something. And we saw that catch and tighten the rope up and then went back to Victor like, oh fuck, did it go across his body? Like, because now that limb is stuck there with all that force on it. If that rope is over him at all, it could kill him, dude. So we're looking at him and he looked down. His eyes were like this big, dude. And he looked down at us. I remember he looked at me and he looked at Nick and he looked back at me and he goes, I cut my fucking finger off. And we're like, and Nick goes, get down. And he fucking grabbed the tree, dude. It was a eucalyptus tree. By this time, most of the brush was off. It was like so fat around this wood that like two guys would have had a hard time grabbing, like, you know what I mean? Like grabbing hands if you're on each side of this tree. And Victor grabbed the tree, dude. No gear, no fucking tie off, nothing. Just pure adrenaline. He fucking grabbed the tree like bear hug, like with the arms and legs, and just slid down about 40 feet, dude. Which would have been like, fuck, if you would have like fell, slipped, well, I mean, he had so much adrenaline, he probably would have been all right. But it would have probably been worse though to fall out of that fucking height, dude. It was just like, no, dude. But he didn't. He bear hugged that mother and just rip, slid down, ran, jumped in the truck, and so quick that me and Nick were looking at each other like, what the fuck? Then it started pouring rain, like at that exact moment. And we were like, what? And I think the chipper truck was showing up or whatever. And we said, hey, we got an emergency. We're done. Just fucking clean up those few limbs or that pile right there and fucking whatever, dude. Call Alden and fucking, and then, and that's it. And so, dude, fucking, and we went to the hospital, took him straight to the hospital, to the emergency room, dropped him off. And I guess he spent 12 hours in surgery. The surgeon reattached his finger, which pissed another guy off because there was another dude, right? Who was like, he's one of the shouts to Jeff Z, dude, one of the coolest people I've met. Dude, I'm a professional tree guy. I'm still doing this shit 40 years later. I've met a lot of tree people, to say the least. And he's still one of the coolest people out there, man. Really blessed to have met him. Just fucking hilarious, cool motherfucker. Anyway, I was there when his finger got cut off too, and he didn't fucking. They didn't save it. They're just like, oh yeah, this is fucking gone. Poop. Like what? Like he didn't like. Oh, that's what it is. Fuck. And then like Vic, like what? Like dude, he's in surgery for 12 hours. They reattach it. You're like what? They can do that? Like what? How come I didn't get that surgeon like type shit, dude? Anyway. But fucking Victor got lucky, dude, and shouts to that surgeon. He put it back on. But look, check this out. When they first reattached it, it was like big and fat, like huge. Like that one finger, I think it was his index finger. It was as big as his fucking wrist, dude. It was like a big old, like a light bulb. It looked like a flesh-colored light bulb on his motherfucker. And they're like, damn, you should have just kept that off, bro. That looks like fucking shit. That's horrible. What the fuck? It took 12 hours to do that? Looks like fucking 12 minutes type shit. Fucking, I saw him a couple years later, dude. Can't even tell. Can't even tell. I've seen him a few times since then. Every time I see him, like, miss your finger, fool. Well, I wouldn't even ask no more. But the first couple times, and I remember he did, and it looked like this. And you're like, no way, dude. That shit, man, that shit worked like a motherfucker, dude. Shouts to the surgeon. But that did happen. And then the people at the hospital, of course, are like, you guys are working in this fucking conditions? Like, what the fuck? We're like, no, it wasn't raining an hour ago when this happened. Like, but that's my tree story. So you guys got a tree story out of it, a severed limb story. Some well-deserving people got some shout-outs. A moderator was made. I'm just trying to get some content out here, dude. Oh yeah, we're popping the Christmas cherry, dude. Now the bipolar Christmas sets in where it's like, okay, you want to know what the creme de la creme was? Watch. You want to see these shoes I got for my son? Because that was the thing. He's like, you don't fuck with toys anymore, you don't fuck with that, but you're going into high school and all that, you fuck with clothes. And he came to me and he's like, Dad, I don't. And I'm all about high end shit. Not because of showing off, but because I noticed that Nike and Adidas brand name lasts longer. They last forever. And shitty stuff doesn't, right? But the problem was he was like the wipe your boogers on your shirt type shit, fucking, you know what I mean? Like grinding the fucking shoes into and you're like, what are you doing, dude? So it's like, no. Well, now he's made aware. I've been like, I started out and said, I'll let you wear this shirt, dude. If you don't get any fucking shit on it, then I'll get you ones of your own. And that's how it started. And so he got all into Psycho Bunny, right? He's got like a bunch of Psycho Bunny gear, right? It's really awesome, dude, because it's taught him a lot about. This is a good like lesson in parenting, dude. Taught him a lot about responsibility and self awareness, right? Being aware of yourself, like where you're not wiping boogers on your fucking shirt. If you're mentally ill, bro, like yeah, fucking turn up, but also like you have to be hyper self-aware, more self-aware than a fucking regular person. If you want to like live in this fucking life with regular people and maybe last longer than some regular people, you absolutely have to fucking get that lesson, dude. And if you're not mentally ill and you get that lesson, you're going to be even better off. But yeah, because you're like apt to wipe shit on your face or not comb your hair or fucking, you know what I mean? Maybe not pay attention to certain things because you're fucking working out the fucking equation for fucking nuclear fusion or whatever you know what I mean? Like I'm recounting a concerto note for note. Just be like, what? Just the violin, like the violin section or the fucking horn? Like the oboe. Like what? Like you never know like the depths of some people's fucking minds, dude. And that's it. When you're that deep, you're not aware of the fucking boogers wipe on your fucking shirt or you know what I'm saying? Like floodwater pants or like, so he has demonstrated a hyper self-awareness, which is a tremendously important tool for living in this world with a mental disability. So cool. And you've amassed this massive Psycho Bunny wardrobe in the meantime. Well, this year, he says, Dad, I want some shoes. I want some real shoes. I can fucking take care of them, or I can carry another pair. And this is what I was saying, dude. As long as you just like take care of kids, the programming will move you out of the desert and into a nice house with fun. only nice as you keep it, though. That's another thing I learned, dude. It's like, what house? If you offered me a fucking big giant mansion, I'd say you're fucking crazy. Because you know how hard it is to clean? I don't have the time just taking care of that kid by myself, having to feed him. Like, just by the time I get done feeding all the animals and the people in our family, it's already time to do it again or start cleaning the shit up. And then the house, like, I gotta go to work and I can do the house, but like, yeah, our immediate living area, no problem. I could stay on top of that just in my daily routine. I do that before the sun even fucking comes up every day. It's the back patio area, the fucking front driveway area. You know what I mean? Like, just like shit like that that I don't have time for. The back area, dude, that requires some building, like some carpentry, because wood and the rain from like the last year, the El Nino, and it rotted the fucking wood. And the thing fucking collapsed down. Not completely, but it needs to be fucking fixed. It needs to be set up. It's just hanging there from one of the fucking anchors. And anyway, hey, bend over, man. That's a great fucking, uh, that's a great piece of advice. I'd bend over for that one in a second, bro. 100%. I'm gonna read it. Make a list. It helped, bro. That's Mando. How well, I'm so glad you said that, bro, because like, yeah, this is up forever. And somebody might really like draw from this, dude. I could have a fucking kid at 80 years old, and this would be the only fucking knowledge of me that he has. He could feel like I'm talking directly to, giving you life advice and shit, which is what I thought the book of Boba Fett was supposed to be about. I thought that was a fucking book of life advice and universe hacks that Jenga wrote for Boba and stacked it because I read in the comic, dude, that he acknowledged that his life, especially in the underworld, with the Huts, or that cloning, bro. Once they got into that and started fucking Palpatine and shit, that motherfucker knew that, bro, the chances of something bad happening to me are fucking good. I need to write a book for my son if anything should happen to me. And he did set up an adoption ship with Jabba, bro. That's how fucking Boba Fett ended up there. Jabba adopted him. It was in the contract of fucking Jenga had it all set up, and he had a book stashed. I thought. Anyway, that would have been cool. I saw some fat. You know what I'm talking about? This is like a big part of fucking Christmas for us. And fucking that goddamn. There's some like fan movies out there, dude, that are just so goddamn good. Damn, thanks, Bend Over. You know what, man? I wasn't sure if that was a troll that just made that name. But I do remember seeing you for a long time. Like, um, I'll tell you what, right guy. Dude, um, yeah, I added you as a mod, bro. Like anybody that's been around for a long time, they get automatic. You've been at least, yeah, since the beginning, right? That's hard to believe, bro. It's been like 5 or 6 fucking years already, dude. That day, you're witnessing. You're witnessing like real life mind control in full effect and how it uses some people and spits some people out. And it's crazy. Oh, it's a trip, dude. Like, anyway, I don't even want to get into it, but I know we like Google is on our side, dude. And I'm like they're pretty fucking, they're a lot more forgiving, tolerant, than our fucking Chinese overlords. Okay, or them motherfuckers is tripping, bro. And that, I'm telling you, there's something in my spirit was telling me, TikTok, get the fuck off of it, and you should erase the whole fucking channel. But I'm thinking it has done some shit. Like, look at this. So let's just go back into the psyop aspect of it. If you're destroying your enemies, the workforce through either through reputation, coercion, exposure, but you're making everybody like you're exposing people, that normally wouldn't be exposed, and you're doing it for the purposes of starting them against each other. And what if we flooded all the products are coming from here anyway, so we have a definite marketing advantage price wise. And what if we made all these things like highly flammable, dude? Like, let's just cover them in textiles where they like fill their houses and they wear nothing but these textiles and they don't even know that they're super fucking flammable. And then we'll run people through their open borders, right? That we can use as boots on the ground when we as like an added fucking kickoff to all these psyops that we have going. Like after a good decade of flooding them with fucking fat flammable textiles, then we'll start giving the order for people to start lighting motherfuckers up. And then based off a copycat human psychology and people realizing, oh shit, like that's how you do it. If you want to get somebody, you just fucking throw a fucking Molotov or something at them because everything they're wearing is fucking flammable fibers, right? And then all the electronics, right? Like we're also sending them electronics that could be used as spy devices and like the Jewish pages, it'll blow up. It'll blow up in your face, Joey, like a Jewish pager, like an Israeli pager. Damn, bro, your chick was blowing up like an Israeli pager. Dang, homie. Thank you, bro. Bro, you know what, Ben? I gotta tell you, bro. That's why I do what I do, which is psychobabble and ramble, because that's the kind of content that I listen to. And when I'm at work or I'm doing something and I don't want to like scroll through shit, I don't want to look at it, I have like people that I like. And when I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, it's only 20 minutes. Oh, all right, at least it's 20 minutes. You're like, oh, yeah, this one's an hour and 20 minutes. Nice, dude. You know what I mean? And it's like something I'm interested in. So to hear that, when you say that, that's what I'm setting out to do, man. I appreciate it, dude. And I'm not just like I'm a, I believe, man, the way I run my company, my life, everything, the way I would run any type of success if I had any off of YouTube would be that I'm sitting right next to the people. The lowest worker on the totem pole. You know what I'm saying? Like if the janitor's taking out the trash, when I'm there, I'm grabbing some bags and walking with them. And just like anybody that I'm working with, dude, I'm shooting the shit with you. You know what I mean? And like to me, the most successful people in business that I've known, that's how they were. And even when they were detached, they made it a point. That's weird. That's like something red went by. Um, it was weird. It was like this red, like somebody put a red fucking, like they were transporting a piece of giant red glass in their truck. I wanted to get up to see what the fuck that was. It was weird. Anyway, I want it to be very fucking interactive. I want it to be very um, for that purpose to hear like, yeah, dude. Oh, and the best conversations, the best podcasts, the best fucking like interactions are exactly that. Like when somebody fucking says something that sparks a thought or a conversation, or you're listening to two people have a conversation and you're gaining insight from that, or it's making you think about things. And it's like, dude, I don't know. But at the same time, I do know. At the same time, you have to be careful not to fucking chase it. Just to be your authentic self. Like, what am I trying to do? Okay, let's just do that. Oh, yeah, yeah. So check it out. So, look, this is what I got for my son. Ready? First of all, when he opened the package, like, ooh, just by seeing the box. Ooh. And then, ooh, I don't know. But he was happy, dude. Like, you know how teenagers are so picky? See? He was happy as fuck, dude. There's my fucking disaster. But it's not a disaster, dude. Like that, it was a disaster, and now that fucking glass is clean. Bro, you know, oh, check this out. So, like, I'm telling you, if you ever heard of a copper chef, dude, it's like this fucking pan that uses heat induction. First of all, it's a deep dish pan, dude. Copper fucking pot, okay, with the glass fucking top, domed top. And it, like I fit a whole 20 something pound turkey in there. Just plat with all the fucking vegetables, a few potatoes. I was like, shit. Then the motherfucker cooks it thoroughly, dude. And it will crisp. And it will fucking caramelize and it doesn't burn on the bottom. I'll put like that much little bit of water, which you don't need because it's just, but turkey fucking fat oil, even better of a fucking anti-burn than water. But anyway, in an hour, man, in a fucking hour, you're looking at there's no way. And you like, you open it up, you're like, dude, it's fucking thoroughly cooked through. It's crazy. So that was the plan. But I'm just going to wake up on Christmas morning. I'm going to throw this in here. And then we got it all day, all the way up until dinner. At dinner time, you just fucking hit fucking reheat with the lid on. Bam! It'll fucking reheat it up without burning it. It's as cold as a refrigerator down here in this room downstairs at night. Last few nights, and the window stays open for the cats to come in and out because I got it's barred up, so I don't have to worry about anybody climbing through there. And that's it. It's like basically refrigerated. Well, you can only get away with that for like 2 days, right? So the rest goes to the cats, and then that's it. But on Christmas Eve, the cocksucking thing, because we're having fun, it was like just everything was so great. And I was gonna melt chocolate, dude. And I had like coconuts and walnuts and fucking peanuts and sliced almonds, dude, all like peeled, cooked, cut up, like ready to go. And I'm like, dude, well, we're gonna melt some fucking chocolate in the copper pot and we can make our own almond joys, bro. I got coconut and fucking sweetened coconut and almonds, bro. What? And fucking chocolate. And the cocksucking thing went on the fucking fritz. Just random, bro. Like on some fucking crazy weird shit. Like what the fuck, dude? Just like they say, dude, in that movie with Keanu Reeves where he's like the fucking exorcist guy. And then, or no, maybe it's on Ghost Rider. Maybe it's on Ghost Rider, where they're like the first fucking electronic shit going crazy. It's the first sign of demonic fucking presence. I don't know what movie that is. You know what I mean? But it's fucking weird, bro. I had this motherfucker, dude. I swear to God. Every time he got in the fucking truck, he was doing tree work with me for a while. Every time he got in the truck, bro, all the odometer, the fucking RPMs, the fucking oil pressure needle, the gas gauge, all the gauges would be going like this. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, psh, 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 the fuck's up? And I just bought the truck. I had just bought it in 2013, and it was a 1977 F-250 4 by. Okay, so I'm like, well, it's old, bro. It's 40-year-old fucking electronics. I chalked it up to that. Every time the motherfucker would get out, he'd go back to normal. It's the weirdest fucking thing, bro. And it's never happened to me since then. That truck is driving around Baja right now as we speak, dude. The fuck, dude? Last time I drove it, the fucking things were not doing that either. It's weird. And so some other shit was doing that too. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's crazy. Which I don't know what's up with that, dude. But electrical interference is fucking real. And anyway, so this thing started tripping. And I'm like, well, I guess we're not making chocolate. I'm like, I'm not gonna make turkey tomorrow. What the fuck, dude? I'm not gonna cook this thing in the oven. It's gonna take like fucking 8 hours, 10 hours. The fucking I gotta babysit it the whole time. I wasn't planning on doing that, dude. Like I said, everything with my son was football this year. I was planning on spending Christmas on the fucking football field. Not babysitting a motherfucking oven, dude. This is fucking retarded. I know what's gonna happen. You're gonna be like, I'll just come back off the field and fucking check it, and you're gonna forget, and then come back and check it, and you're gonna have a cold fucking turkey with with a tan, a fucking enough to tan the motherfucker, dude. Like it got a suntan. No, dude, fuck. No, I mean, like, fuck. I was like, okay, well, I'll throw it in the crock pot. Throw it in the crock pot. You know? But that crock pot works so good. I find you for real, like it could cook a chicken in a fucking hour, right? And fucking in 2 hours, it's falling off the bones. You know what I mean? Like your bone to fucking ratio, you need to strain the motherfucker, dude, for real. So anyway, so I'm like, I wake up Christmas morning, the cocksucking thing's working, dude. What the fuck? So weird. You know what it is? You want to hear my conspiracy theory? I'll save the best for last, you guys. I'm gonna get up off of here, unless you're digging it and you want me to fucking. But I think the new thing is aerosol inhalate drugs in the form of water vapor, or right, which is lithium. They use lithium salt in its gaseous form, right? Because all lithium is a fucking compound on the periodic table, and all elements on the periodic table have three forms: a liquid, a solid, and a gas. And so, in its gas form, that's why they want lithium so bad. It's not for fucking no. There's not that many goddamn cell phones and fucking iPhones on the whole planet. The fuck, dude. There's not that many fucking electric cars on the planet. The fuck out of here, dude. It's because that's what they're spraying. That's the chemtrail shit. Because it draws the moisture out of the fucking atmosphere. You can make it rain. So they're using it to try to cool the surface temperature of the planet. You could pay United Arab Emirates, who has the highest amount of refined jet fuel on the planet. Therefore, their operating cost is significantly lower than anybody else. So they're the ones that are doing it. They're the ones that are actually putting. You can go on their website, capital UAE, if you want to fact check anything I'm saying. And I got a whole video on it. Just go look at the cloud seeding thing. I'm not going to get into it right now. It's titled that. It's in my thing. But it's also a good delivery system for drugs. They found that it's almost the same as shooting up in terms of bypassing the blood-brain barrier. See, when you smoke something, which actually, on that note, when you smoke something or you take a pill, it has to go into your stomach. Your stomach acids break it down. Your muscles grind it up, but it absorbs into your bloodstream. and then your bloodstream carries it up into your brain, right? On the same particles that carry oxygen. That's why smoking is a delivery method. But there's a barrier that separates the blood and the brain. Like, oh, you don't have any blood in your brain. And when you shoot up, you're bypassing that barrier. It's going directly into your fuck. That's why people get addicted because it's hitting your neurons. It's binding to your neurons, and those particles hit your neurons at an accelerated rate than your normal chemistry does. And that's one reason why you go into withdrawal because they're not hitting the particles are not hitting the receptors. The particles, what particles? You're like, okay, your natural endorphins that your body produces to make you stop eating. You feel satisfied, feelings of satisfaction, feelings of peace, well-being. Those are all stimulated by a chemical, endorphins, serotonin. They're different chemicals, and they hit your neuroreceptors at a certain speed. So the speed is higher when you bypass the blood brain barrier. So when that's why you feel sick when you're just living normal life, breathing normal oxygen, drinking normal water, but you're like, I feel like shit. You know what I mean? It's because your things are they're not hitting your endorphins at the speed it needs to fucking puncture them, like which is what dope does when you bypass the blood-brain barrier. Also, the to put it in like simple terms, the molecules that your body produces are like circular shaped, and the fucking neuroreceptors are circular shaped so that they make a good solid connection, right? Well, the fucking drug molecules are like star shaped or fucking, you know, square shaped or whatever, different shape than fucking circle than what's natural. And so that's why it doesn't quite bind the first time you do it. You might feel sick or it's like, oh, people do this shit. It's like, yeah, because your fucking receptors are not the same shape as the chemical that you're putting in there. But slowly over time, it changes the shape. Like whatever, if it's a star-shaped chemical that you're putting into your bloodstream, then as they hit that neuroreceptor at a greater force, they're also hitting it at a different shape, which slowly, as the star shape is going into that fucking circle, eventually turns it into a star shape. That's why when you don't have the drug, the star shaped drug to hit that star shaped neuroreceptor, you can't make any connection to those neuroreceptors because your body's natural endorphins are circular shaped. So it's sending circles and a lot of them too because your body realizes something's wrong, man. We're gonna have some this fucking this motherfucker needs help, dude. You know, hit him, bombard him. Da, 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 da. That's why you get like the craving for sweets and all this shit. But it's you're still sick. It's not satisfying you because it's and the reason why time slowly starts to satisfy you is because the neuroreceptors, if you're not putting the star-shaped chemical in there anymore, the star-shaped neuroreceptor slowly goes back into its original form via muscle memory, right? So, same reason you get swole back where you left off after you fucking clean your act up and fucking start working out a little bit. You get like long-term results in a very short amount of time because your muscles remember. Like they remember that 7-year bid you did, motherfucker. They remember being swelled up to this size. So your neuroreceptors are the same way. And that's why, so now we took this star-shaped chemical out of our bloodstream and our round-shaped neuroreceptor, endorphins and serotonin are firing and our now our receptor sites are all star-shaped to receive the chemical. They don't that circle that your body's sending it is just bouncing off and not doing anything. I've got diarrhea for a month, and I can't fucking sleep, and like there's so many neuroreceptors that are affected, and that's explanation for that. That's why like long-term slow detox systems seem to work better than cold turkey, or at least they're more comfortable because you're letting your body slowly adjust back to normal. Anyway, why the fuck were we talking about that? I don't know what the fuck brought that up, but it is helpful to fucking understand like what's going on in the fucking human mind. Well, I think that's the same thing that they're doing with a lot of these, like, the programs, these apps, dude. Anyway, I had something I was saying. I don't remember what the fuck it was. Here's the good thing. This is how I know that those things were sent to us to help us by God. Because cannabinoids and opioids that are produced in nature, you're the only organism that has neuroreceptors that were designed to receive those things. Now, I guess you could argue that like that's a product of evolution, being an exposure. Okay, just like how the neural pathway is built in early child development. That's why you hug your babies and keep them close by, and they're, you have a sense of compassion and love because that serotonin and those endorphins are being released when the parent hugs the kid. And so neural pathways are developed and neural receptors are grown to fucking receive those chemicals. And the cannabinoid and opioid neurocyte receptors are already fucking there. That's that part, dude. You're gonna have a damn hard time convincing me out of fucking abstinence, dude, when the fucking neuroreceptors there. Either God or nature. You know what I mean? Like, somebody put them there. And they work. Right? On that note, let's hit our fucking neuroreceptors with massive THC. I'm still holding the Adidas. Dude, when he opened this, he went, oh. Oh, I think the internet's going out. Anyway, that's what I got, guys. Merry motherfucking Christmas. Happy New Year. And most importantly, stay fucking golden. Shall we?